Shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. We're putting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Switch. Wide, get wide. Slam.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, they set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now it's Lockett. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
280. Too quick.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Throwing is Wilson, being chased out left. He'll try and run it. But I think the ball's out. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 79 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is right through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quick, line, 90. He alert. Hey, watch the slant.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. It's caught, Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Now it's Wilson.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A good pickup there. 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Flush to his right. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jackson from the shotgun. And his pass incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to come from what, a linebacker, a corner, a safety? They feel like he can win every battle.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. Gets it to Gordon. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Snead's got it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson rolling to his right, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes that...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 77 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this is good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
Watch the safety creep.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for two. Jackson will throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What's up, whoever
Coming to the line
video.
here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games. It started Thursday night, Colts-Texans to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster one, and if you look at the Eagles' record, you would think they absolutely have to have it. But in the NFC East, even a loss doesn't eliminate them.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now running right through it. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Wilson will throw again. They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
I knew I'd catch you later.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Power line. Over that line.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. This will be caught by Brown as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards, the final tally. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose.
Oh, my God.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the gun, Jackson. You cannot write these. And he's into the clear. 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. He leaps over him. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Ravens get a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Jackson now steps away, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. That'll bring up second down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Check out.
To throw is Wilson, being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. 27 yards there, a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On first down, Wilson buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That was not an illegal man down.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what you got.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now Wilson forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
I know I had crappy performance, but yeah, good job. See you on next video.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, 180. 54, Mike, 54. Let's go, D. Spawn. Run. No. Jim. Check three. Like that.
First carry for Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Hey, 33. Like that.
From the 29, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
180. 54. Mike, 54.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the eye.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 31 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
They're on the 36-yard line.
Come on, pick a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Evades him at the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think he has
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 3rd down, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Come on.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pick a play, bro.
180! 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check your hot read.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Mayfield off the play fake. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 28 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Wilson, buying time to his left. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson, forced out to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins. 41 yards. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that, and his team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Wilson rolling to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Final play of the half. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. Fights loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Wilson.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting till next year? How about Cleveland at 4-6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5-5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's run the football. They'll have to chase down Indianapolis and Houston in their own division.
Okay, lastly, I'm going to ask the question because they've talked about it. How about the 3-7 Jets?
Who's they and why?
Not you and I.
Okay, I was about to say, why? No.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Night, sweetheart. No, off. Safe. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards on the ground.
Switch.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in as his guys are able to regain the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. Mayfield looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for him. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 56 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A run for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike's 50. Hurry! 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check three. Check three.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Kill.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with